Week 4 of the fantasy basketball season, and here's a few guards I would drop this week. The first guy, Eric Bledsoe, or the Los Angeles Clippers. So Bledsoe, he got acquired and went back to the Clippers in this offseason. But this year, the numbers are nothing great in my opinion. 8.6 points a game, 3.6 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals a game, and an awful 32% from the field here for Eric Bledsoe. So he's been starred in the last couple games here, and he really hasn't shown much. November 1st versus the Thunder, 5 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 blocks, 25% from the field. November 3rd at Minnesota, 6 points, 2 rebounds, 7 assists, a steal, a block, 37% from the field. November 5th at the Minnesota Timberwolves, 9 points, 5 boards, 4 assists, 3 steals, 15% from the field. And November 7th versus the Hornets, 7 points, 5 boards, 2 assists, 2 steals, a 3, and 40% from the field. So right now, he's not getting the job done as Bledsoe. The shooting percentage is awful. He's not even scoring double digits in points. And he's not doing much of anything, in my opinion. So right here, he's an easy drop this week. The second guard I would drop this week, Gordon of the Houston Rockets. So Eric Gordon, he's been hit or miss this season so far. And he's a guy that's obviously a veteran in this league and playing on a young team over there with the Houston Rockets. But fantasy owners have dropped him in 8% of fantasy leagues. And Gordon's banged up with the groin injury. And we know throughout his career, like I mentioned, his injuries linger. And he usually misses weeks, not only days, and a couple games. So right here on the season for Gordon, 13.8 points a game, 2 rebounds, 1.8 assists, 2.3 threes a game, and an awesome 51% from the field. So Gordon got off to a hot start this season, but now he's missed the last 4 ball games, and now with this groin injury he suffered, we don't know how long he's going to be out. And he's a guy that's going to play sporadic minutes if he stays on this Rocket team as the season goes on, because they're building around the young nucleus over there. And Gordon, he most likely will be traded anyway, in my opinion, at the trade deadline. But the last few games before he went down, November 4th at Phoenix, 12 points, a rebound, and assist, 2 threes, 50% from the field. November 6th at Denver, 12 points, 4 boards, 3 assists, a 3, 71% from the field. And November 7th, he sat out at the Warriors. So right here, we'll see if he could come back this week in his first game. November 10th versus Detroit is Gordon, but I just don't know if he could. And I don't know if you could count on him, like I mentioned, with the injuries and him playing on a young roster. And the third and final guard I would drop this week, Matisse Thybulle of the Philadelphia 76ers. So a lot of Sixers here have one on the protocol list, and it's going around on the roster. We've seen Embiid go on it. Thybulle is on it. Isaiah Joe now is on it as well. And Thybulle on the season, he wasn't really putting up numbers anyway in the opportunities he had. 5.1 points a game, 2.2 rebounds, 1.3 assists. The steals were impressive though, 2.3 steals a game, but 47% from the field. So right here, he's more of a defensive specialist, is Thybulle. And he was giving on his blocks and steals, but besides that, he don't really hit the 3 ball. He's not that great of a rebounder, and his field goal percentage isn't all that great as well. So the last few games for him before he went on the protocol list, November 1st versus Portland, 2 points, an assist, 3 steals, a block, 25% from the field. November 3rd versus the Bulls, 8 points, 4 boards, an assist, 3 steals, 2 blocks, 2 threes. And November 4th at Detroit, 5 points, 2 rebounds, an assist, a steal, 3 blocks, a 3, and 28% from the field. So right now, he's not a must-hold, in my opinion, and he's not a guy to put on your injured list spot here, Thybulle. He's just been a mediocre player so far in his early NBA career. So that's a few guards I would drop here in Week 4 of the fantasy basketball season.